Air travel feels like magic. You step into a metal tube and hours later, you're on the other side of the planet. But behind the smiles of the cabin crew, the polite captain's announcements, and the tiny bags of pretzels, there's a world the airlines don't want you to know about. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 15 airline secrets they hope you never find out about. By the time we're done, you might just see your next flight in a whole new light.
1. The oxygen mask truth. You've seen the safety demo 100 times. If the cabin loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop down. But here's what they don't tell you. Those masks only provide oxygen for about 12 to 15 minutes. Why so short? Because that's just enough time for the pilot to descend to a breathable altitude. There's a famous story of an Alaska Airlines flight in 2005 where passengers learned this firsthand. Masks on, steep descent, and within minutes, they were safe. But now you know, it's not endless air up there.
Number 2. The lavatory lock. Host. Think airplane bathrooms are private? Not exactly. There's a hidden latch, usually under the lavatory occupied sign, that crew can unlock from the outside in seconds. It's there for emergencies, but it also means that your private time isn't quite as private as you think. Flight attendants aren't paid until the doors close. Ever notice the cabin crew greeting you with a smile as you board? Fun fact, in many airlines, they're not being paid yet. Most attendants are only on the clock once the aircraft doors are closed. So all that boarding chaos, unpaid. 4. The true reason lights dim for takeoff and landing. Ever wondered why the cabin lights are dimmed at night before takeoff or landing? It's not for mood lighting. It's to prepare your eyes for darkness in case you need to evacuate quickly. Your pupils adjust so you can see emergency lights and exits immediately.
5. The water tank warning. This one might make you skip the coffee on your next flight. Airplane water tanks aren't cleaned as often as you'd think, and bacteria can build up. Flight attendants will often quietly avoid drinking plain tap water on board, and yes, that includes tea and coffee.
6. The heavy price of checked bags. Checked bag fees aren't just about extra revenue. They've reshaped how airlines operate. By charging for luggage, they've shifted weight to overhead bins, saving fuel and costs. But here's the kicker. It's estimated U.S. airlines made over $5 billion last year from baggage fees alone. Turbulence is more about timing than danger. Turbulence feels terrifying, but modern planes are built to withstand far worse than you'll ever experience. Pilots often choose smoother altitudes, not because it's unsafe, but because it keeps passengers calm and prevents spilled drinks from becoming a sticky PR nightmare.
8. Pilots sometimes sleep mid-flight. Controlled rest is a real policy. On long-haul flights, pilots may take scheduled naps while their co-pilot handles the controls. And on some ultra-long routes, you have a third pilot on standby in a hidden bunk above or below the cabin.
9. Your food might have been cooked days ago. Airline meals aren't cooked fresh on board. They're usually prepared up to 72 hours before your flight, chilled, and then reheated in convection ovens. That steak dinner, it's been on quite a journey before reaching your tray table.
Number 10. Airplanes are struck by lightning more often than you think. Here's the shocker. Commercial planes are struck by lightning about once a year on average. The design ensures electricity flows harmlessly around the fuselage. So if you see a flash mid-flight, chances are the pilots barely blink. 11. The real reason they want your window shade up. During takeoff and landing, crew ask for shades up so they, and you, can see outside. If there's an emergency, they need a clear view to spot hazards like fire, debris, or rescue vehicles. Your role as a passenger? Be their extra set of eyes. Number 12. Humidity in an aircraft cabin is often below 20%, compared to the Sahara's 25%. That's why you feel dry, tired, and thirsty after a flight.
and why you should drink water and moisturize your skin mid-flight.
13. Pilots sometimes eat different meals. To avoid the risk of food poisoning, pilots often have different meal options. One eats chicken, the other fish. That way, if something's wrong with one dish, at least one pilot remains healthy.
Number 14. Your seatbelt won't save you from everything. Seatbelts on planes aren't like in cars. They're designed to keep you in place during turbulence, not to protect from high-speed impacts. In a severe crash, their purpose is to reduce secondary injuries, not guarantee survival.
Number 15. Airlines overbook on purpose. They know a certain percentage of passengers will miss their flight, so airlines oversell tickets, betting on no-shows. But when everyone shows up, that's when you hear those announcements offering vouchers to take a later flight. It's not an accident, it's strategy.
Now you know. The skies hold more secrets than you might have imagined. But here's the thing, knowing them doesn't make flying less magical. If anything, it makes it more fascinating. Because every flight is a delicate ballet of engineering, strategy, and human stories. So, next time you buckle up, remember, there's always more happening than meets the eye.
Stay curious, travel safe, and I'll see you in the next video.